Alright, what's up guys? My name's Only Mythical, and today we're going to be talking about LastSwagger's incident. Obviously, probably the biggest thing that people see it on was Chisco's live stream, where a viewer of his on his live stream pointed out, hey, what's going on? Do you know what happened with LastSwagger? And, Chisco said no. So, and I'm here to kind of just bring some in-depth information about it. The only time that LastSwagger seemed to talk about it was during his Attila Takeda expertising video. A comment had said, hey, wasn't it because you broke MGE rules? And he responded. So I'm just going to kind of bring in some in-depth light about it. So here we go. We'll start off with it. First off, I wanted to show about my credibility of how I know people. Pepper and Terakal. These two guys, I don't think I'm pronouncing that, but these two people are from 1563. If you come here, 1563, 93 million power. And we come over to the other power player, which is Tarek. I'll just call him Tarek for now. We'll just come up here. 58 million power. Once again, 1563. And the thing is, too, I have come with this group. I have come from 1563 before. And we'll head over there right now, actually, as well, as we continue talking. But I've been in 1563 for a while, for a farm. But the group, I have come with the group from 1563. Like I said, I probably said that around 4 times. But one of those people in that group I've came from with was a previous king of 1563. And of course, I'm not going to go into the whole situation about 1563. But, I think there are some really good people in that kingdom. I respect a lot of people, especially Pepper. Pepper was one of them. And the biggest thing that we were going to talk about, obviously, is LastSwagger. In his case where he was getting hit, he said, from what he said, if you were bothering to look at the comment, was that I broke rules because of, people people are getting sculptures, and in terms of I don't believe they shouldn't have gotten sculptures, which I can agree with. LastSwagger at the time before migrating, he was I'm pretty sure he was in the top 5 most powerful players in the kingdom, but he decided to take it into his own hands of what he did. So first thing I want to talk about, he took a top 5 spot, and a top 10 spot, and we'll talk about it. So in his video, and in the comment that he addresses is to the person, he's like, in the comment, he wanted to, the person. Okay, let me backtrack. So 1563 obviously is an Attila MG. Attila is a very good commander. So what they did is that they had 2 lists. They had lists of who they should do with the first Attila MG and the second Attila MG. And the first one was LP. LP made a list of players who would get sculptures. It would be a fixed sculpture. DB did that, and that's what DB did that. Unfortunately, LastSwagger wasn't in a top 10. I don't even think he was in top 15. But he was like, hey, I need to unlock this commander. I only need 10 more, which once again, I can understand with. He's a top power player. But to break a top 10 spot for a commander that you needed to upgrade, just to simply unlock when he had saved up all those universal sculptures. Here's the thing. We're in Lost Kingdom 3. We're in KDK 3. Fighting? There's not even any fighting yet. Oh, my bad. I'm a professional player. Fighting doesn't start. Ancient Ruins fights. We still have another day. There's still another day of fighting, and of course, there's still going to be some time to fight. He's not even doing anything particularly. He's not even doing anything with that pair. He's not doing anything with the Attila Takeda right now. What is he rallying? I guess if he wants to use the Attila Takeda in the field, I guess you could say, that's why he wanted it. It's just like, there's no significant, and it's Ancient Ruins. It's not really the most significant fighting for a player to break MGE rules for, sculptors to unlock. What he could have done, he could have taken up, be like, hey, why, he could, or if he wanted to, if he didn't want to talk it out, he could have just taken a spot that wasn't. He could have gotten 5 sculptures. He could have gotten 5 sculptures twice. He simply could have done that. Why he didn't do it, I don't know. My reason is thinking that he was going to leave this KVK to begin with. He didn't want to stay in this KVK to begin with, because why would he break rules, solid rules that were in place? Hey, it's a fixed MGE, which it should be, and especially for a good commander as Attila. Why would he break that for a top 10 spot? He broke rules, okay, cool, but he went for a top 10 spot. Not, he didn't break rules for a top 15. Maybe if it was a top 15, the situation could have been a little lightened. But it's just, the thing is that also with the hitting was that it was one rally. It was one rally, or at least some of them, someone by the name of Homero. I don't entirely think that's how you pronounce. We just call him Homer. You know, he's the seventh powerful person right now in the alliance. He was like, I'm gonna hit you because you broke MGE rules, yada yada yada. And the fact that LastSwagger doesn't kind of bring up the situation, obviously he doesn't really need to. No one's really pointing it out. And all he says is that I'm looking for a new Hunt Kingdom. And obviously he says that, it was a dictator alliance that's not the case. That's not the case. Because once again, the reason where I got this information is from the previous king. The previous king. And I know people here. Remember Pepper and Tarek? Those two people? Guess what? They're here. They're top players. Okay, well, of course, Tarek, where is he? He's like 50 million. There he is. He's 29th. Obviously, it's not the most powerful kingdom, but, it's still a YouTuber breaking MGE rules for the fact to get sculptures, to get content. I can understand it. That's what I'm doing right now. But it's like, there were so many better ways to go about the situation. Because that's not what happened. He said it was a dictator alliance. That's not what happened. There was a list. He wasn't part of the list. He broke rules. And it's just, I don't know. I just don't seem to get it. I honestly don't seem to get it. But, other than that, I think that's kind of all I got about for the insider information, or at least that's all I can really say about it. You never know. There might be a follow-up video about my view on his side. I don't know what really happened. It's just like I said, the people that I knew who talked about it were originally people who came from 5063. And if you want to message one of these top players, you want to message, Tarek, Pepper, if you want to message any of these guys, say that the person was only mythical, Heidi, Saucy, and Ruin. Those 4 players. Say any one of those 4 players, ask if you know them, they'll probably say yes. Because we have come from this kingdom. We fought in KVK 2. This was a good kingdom. We enjoyed the kingdom. It's just, we saw better opportunities elsewhere. So, but for the most part, I think that's what's going to do it for today. Hopefully, come around, check out. I do stream daily, so, bother to check that out. I'm on Twitch. My name's Only Mythical. And I'll see you guys later.